to another laser session. This is session number 6. Yesterday I was playing also with the laser, but I decided not to stream yesterday because sometimes you just want to focus on one thing and try to figure out what's going on. And I got some progress just by playing around yesterday, but today I'm going to try something totally different. I've been ordering some materials here, and this is plastic material. It has a black layer on top and white underneath, and the goal for today is to try to figure out the settings needed for engraving it first of all, and then I'm going to attempt cutting it, but it might not even be possible to cut this material with my laser. So I guess I'm going to find that out as we go along in the stream, because literally I've never even worked with this material before. I'm probably already starting off quite bad because I've left the protective film on the sheet, and I think that's something you're supposed to remove before engraving, but this is a sample piece, and I want to use the other half of this hopefully for actually creating something. So my thinking right now is that I'm just gonna try it with the film on and see what happens. This is all total experimentation for me. I don't know what I'm gonna get out of this. It might just be a big like blob, so you're gonna find out as soon as I find out. I picked some random settings because I don't really know exactly what the settings should be, because basically I've only been working with wood up until now. But searching online, it seems that slow and low power seems to be the way forward with this kind of material. So that's what I'm going to attempt. I'm just changing some settings here. And let's see what happens. So I'm going to run the engraving now. And see what happens. It's going to be my logo. And that's always a good one to test with. So let's start with that and see what kind of a disaster this is gonna be. So continue, check in. So this is a very small test area I'm starting with. Here we go. Not looking that bad actually. I'm very surprised. This is just guess work at the moment. Let's say on camera it looks more clear than in real life, but also there can be soot and there can be fumes that come from this process. So that was the engraving. I'm going to try now a cut and see what happens. So I'm going with 55 power and 2 speed. Okay. Right. So according to this, it should take exactly 1 minute to do this operation. This is where I really have to check for fire and make sure nothing melts and burns. Let's see how we go. Start. Still playing random music. Still learning this library of music that I have here. Epidemic Sounds is where I'm getting this from. It's royalty-free music, so I don't have any issues with copyright on my stream. Okay. I don't think it's cut through on this pass, but I think I can do a second pass. I might do a second pass on the engraving as well. Let's see. I would say that's definitely not cut through all the way. I'm gonna try, first of all, I'm gonna run the engraving again because it looks so much better deeper. If there's any laser pros out there, I'd love to know, do you remove the protective film before you start engraving or not when you're working with the laser? It's like a natural mask, but maybe it just interferes with the whole process and it might be difficult to remove afterwards. We'll guess we'll find out. This also might be the moment I find out how in focus my laser is. That ring around the outside looks quite thick. Alright, so let's go now for a second pass on the cut. And yes, I can smell the plastic now. My laser is inside a box which has the exhaust fan sucking out the air into the outside world, but still I can smell it. So still not through on the second pass. Again, I'm using quite low power ratio here. I don't want to burn the plastic. But I've also read that diode lasers might not be able to cut white for whatever reason, like light spectrum stuff, I guess. Alright. I guess we'll try one more cut and see how that goes. Still not through for sure. Maybe I should have raised the plastic up off the bed so I'd know when it cut through. It could just drop down. Now I'm kind of guessing. It doesn't seem like it's all the way through, but I don't know. This is the third pass already. And if I move it, then of course, that's it. I can only start again. Now, let's have a look at it. I think that's better. Not a million miles away. Not a million miles away. Okay. A little bit heavy handed. So now it's out. It got I would say a good third through, something like that. No, more than that. Maybe halfway through. Okay. The engraving looks horrible. I don't know if that's because of the film. Let's take the film off now. I'm gonna go with no. I like the material actually, it's really cool. As you can see on the front, it's black, and on the back it's white, and you see just down the middle there, I'll angle it just right, there's a very, very thin layer of black. Very, very thin. I don't know if something happened after the first pass. The second pass might have destroyed the logo, because it kind of looks like a double logo now. So I think for the engraving settings I'm going to go a little bit hotter, a little bit slower, and for the cutting a little bit hotter too. And I'm going to remove at least some of the backing film, at least on that edge. Frame it up again. One more time. Alright. One more time. I think I need to move it across a little bit. See, every time I do this, it leaves a little mark, huh? Interesting. Okay. So, hopefully they don't stay permanent. they look pretty etched in, but okay. That's another problem for another time. Let's do another test here. So we'll go a little hotter for the engraving, or like more power, I should say. And I'll just drop her down just a little bit. Okay. And then for the line, we want to go a bit more power and maybe a little slower. Although I'm going to stick to the same speed actually, and then we'll do 2 passes. Okay. Okay, let's go. Engraving first. Interesting. So again, the text kind of looks like blurry, like double, basically. I think that must be something to do with focus, because that's just an area that I haven't got deeply into yet, how to focus a laser properly. But I think that's the issue. If I was to get that focused, I might lose that double lettering going on. I don't notice that in the wood. It's quite interesting. Okay, let's try a cut now. But the engraving looks cleaner without the backing, so I guess I answered my own question. Do some research about this. This is the thing, I'm super new to all of this. It's going to do 2 passes. To go deeper into this one. The first attempt wasn't very deep. the engraving. Wow, look at those scorch marks. So I had the power up way higher, and the speed I didn't change anything, but that looks like it's been set on fire basically. I know you can rub off some charring, but that just looks ridiculous. Anyway, I think I'll pop it out and see how it looks. Okay, so this version is so much worse. You can see, I mean, this camera is not the worst, they're the best for showing this stuff. Very much charred. The engraving looks, well, it's not, this is the thing, it's not deep at all. There's no like depth to it, which I find interesting as well. Oh, cracked it. It didn't go nearly deep enough. I think I should have just stuck closer to my original settings. So I'm going to go back to the drawing board a little bit. So I think I'll draw that lot down a little bit in the program. Let's frame it up. Again with this, let's see if I can get it to not. Yeah, it definitely leaves a scorch mark. Okay, but that's good. So now I'm gonna go with very different fill options. I'm gonna try offset fill for this one, shall I? Yeah, and I'm gonna go slower, lower power, slow and low, and then with the other one we'll take it down a lot and slow it down too with the cut. So let's start off with the engraving, see how that goes. Continue. Alright, here we go. There's definitely a well, the offset fill was the right choice for a start. There's no double lettering going on. That looks to be quite deep, or at least deeper than the other attempt, and there is scorching also, so that tells me that maybe it's going too slow or then it's too hot. Okay, I'm gonna change over now to cut. Let's run that one. I think 2 passes again. Just gonna go slow and lower temperature, or lower power. Not really temperature. There's so many things to learn when it comes to this device, and with all the different materials. The goal of using this plastic is so that I can make some outdoor signs for, well, the factory that I work in. Some like door signs basically. But I've ordered the material, never worked with it, and now I'm just testing it to see how it goes. I'm trying to problem solve as I go. It does look quite flamey. I think air assist will help with this. Again, I've ordered an air assist for my machine, which basically just blows air where the laser is cutting or engraving, and helps to make cleaner cuts and deeper cuts. Quite interesting. That one line on the right hand side, that's where the backing film is, and it looks like the cleanest cut of all. It's very wide, it's a very wide cut, but compared to the other cuts, it's very clean. So I wonder if the masking tape should actually be left on, or like the protective film should be left on in my case, because you can only test the equipment that you have with the materials you have. So I guess I'm the only one who's going to know in the end what's the best solution. And this is all about experimentation and trial and error. I need your touch tonight. Sounds very cheesy. Let's try. Alright. This is the second pass on the cut now. This smell reminds me of design technology in school. I think it's the same kind of plastic. Like, I'm 100% sure that did not cut all the way through. And you can see again scorch marks. And now I'm starting to wonder more and more about the masking, whether that's playing a role in this, like the protective film. It's definitely not cut through, so I'm just gonna try that cut one more time. Nothing to lose. But my first one already looks better than this one. Cut wise, the engraving's better. There doesn't seem to be any backing on the rear side of the plastic, only on the front. Makes sense, I suppose. What I could tell from looking online is that I probably wasn't going to be able to cut this material anyway with my laser, but I really hope that I could. So I think I'm just gonna keep testing, but I think ultimately the cutting will always going to be better when I have air assist. Although maybe with the plastic it's a different story. There you see flame ups, and now it's about to hit the original area where there was this protective film, and no flare ups. I wish I'd ordered more of this stuff, but it's quite expensive. But I did order 2 of these, this color, black and white. One was intended always to be like a test plate. But it would be nice to get something nice out of it, you know, at the end. See if it's getting through this. This is now the 4th cut. Like, this material is only 1.5 mil thick, so it feels like it should be quite easy to cut through such material. But then again, my laser's kind of like a low-powered hobby laser, so maybe I'm just never gonna get that result that I really want from this. It's worth a try though. I can always cut things out by hand, of course. Or like I can use the engraver to like sort of mark the cut line, and then I can finish it with a knife or something like this. The focusing, like the lines that appear because I'm using it to frame what I'm cutting, that is problematic because it's the only way I can really know how to position something accurately. And if every time I do that it's going to leave like a line on the on the material, it's not the right way to do it, I think. So I have to look to other ways of lining up the material. Alright, it's coming to the end now. Moment of truth is coming. I think I'll be happy just to figure out what the engraving settings will be, and then when Air Assist comes in the mail this week, I can test. That looks so bad. But anyway, let's have a look at it in real life. Wow, I can actually see through it. Can you see that? You can actually see the marking of it on the back. So it has cut through. It's left like these little not clean cuts behind. So the engraving is definitely deeper. And I like the engraving anyway. That worked out. Except for it's a little bit charred. And by far the cleanest cut is the one on the right hand side, which just went onto that film. By far is the cleanest cut. I wonder how many passes it would take. I'm gonna try again, but this time I'm gonna go straight on to the part where is the scratch proof stuff. Go from there. How to do this though that I don't mark the thing. I guess we'll see. Let's just focus on the engraving first. Out of the space I have. Ooh, too much. Okay. Alrighty. So I think don't want to go too slow. I'm gonna pop up the slowness, and I'm gonna add another pass to the engraving. No, I'm gonna add some power. It scorched it last time. It's hard to know. I should do a material test really to find out what's the right settings, but isn't this more fun? And then for the line, I think we'll go faster and we'll try a little bit less power. So split the difference. Yeah. And we're gonna do 3 passes straight off the bat. So let's do the engraving first. And continue. 30 seconds. Again, the logo looks quite charred on the icon. But anyway, let's go for the cut now. 3 passes. 4 minutes and a half. I'm just thinking, you know, this is a very small object when I'm cutting here, but if I cut something much bigger, then of course it's going to take a very long time to do it. But yeah, 3 passes is quite many. I may stop it if it looks like it's already cut through, but it's also hard to tell if it's cut through or not. And the first one pushed out alright actually, it snapped right on the line. And then I could just finish that off by sanding it. Buddy's barking. Buddy? What's the matter? You okay? Yeah. For some reason the material over the top of the plastic seems to be making the cuts a lot cleaner. See, the air assist now would be managing that smoke and the flame. I'll be back in just a moment. Enjoy the 3 passes. So let's have a look at that one. hasn't cut all the way through. I can feel it's close. It snaps out quite nicely. I think one more pass would have done it. Or very close to it. I have a sander, so it's not a problem. I can always sand down the edges. And the edges of the engraving kind of seem melted, is the right word. See, not very clean. This is also a very small scale, so, but still, it should be quite clean, I think. So basically, when the laser runs slow, it seems to cause more charring. So maybe I'll try going a bit faster with the laser and maybe a bit hotter. To know where I am. So down a little bit more. Looks like I'm just gonna burn through this whole board trying to find the right settings for myself. Okay, I'm gonna go up and to the right a little bit. There we go. A little bit more to the right. Okay. So I think the speed of the engraving is too slow. So we're going to go faster with that. And power I'm just going to leave the same. So at least only changing one variable. And also we're going to change the cut now. We're going to go 4 passes. See if I can actually make it through. So let's start with the engraving as usual. Here we go. It's moving fast. The big thing will be the icon. In all my examples so far, there's charring in the icon. It spends, the laser spends the most time there going round and round circles. With the other kind of fill, which goes back and forth, there was no charring issues, but that's when I got that double lettering. Not what I wanted again. I'm thinking, should I just do some more etching and see if I can nail this down at least? So I think I'll do that next. I think we gotta go faster. that was... Maybe just in general, my power setting's too high. So I think... Let's check. No. Let's try again. No. Let's try that again. Yeah. One more time. Yeah. Okay, let's try to reduce the power. Because I just want to get rid of the scorching right now, that's the main thing. I'll take the speed down just a little. So power right down. I guess I'd prefer multiple passes than, you know, one pass that basically just scorches the material. So let's try this. That's quite possibly the worst one so far. Okay. Right. Let's just do something wild and crazy, shall we? Let's just put the power up and do the opposite of what I think. Oftentimes that produces pretty good results. Alright, this is just totally the opposite of everything I've been doing. Let's see what that does. So now we are power 40. Sorry, power 60 and speed 40. So now I've gone with very high power and quite fast. Not that fast, but you know, just get the job done. I'm gonna do another extreme version. I'm gonna take the power up way more than that. Let's go to 80 with power to exaggerate everything, and let's speed. Let's slow it down even more. Again, this is the total opposite of what I thought would work, but let's try. It seems that I'm wrong. I made the assumption wrong. And actually, slowing it down and increasing the power has resulted in a much nicer result. So I'm just going to keep exaggerating it further, I think, until I find That was pretty good though. That was pretty close already. Interesting. Okay, I think I like the previous one more because the edges of this is starting to look sort of deformed. So I'm gonna go pretty much where I was, a bit closer anyway. And we'll go down a little bit. Power. I'm gonna do 2 passes this time. And just see if I can just get it deeper with 2 passes or not. And then we're gonna cut this guy out. Take a look at it. Box for it now. 1.5. Let's just cut out the last 3 to make this jump a bit faster. Again. Okay. And I'm gonna do 45 power. And speed is gonna be slowly 1.5. And we're gonna do 4 passes. I think that was the previous settings. Okay, untested, but still. Let's go with that. 7 minutes. Cutting a line. So, one of these last 3 looks like the best so far. As you see at the top, that's when I was using power medium and very slow. It didn't seem to work, it just made it char. So, high power and low speed seems to be still the best setting. Who'da funk it? enjoy this part. I'll be back after it's done. Hello, hello. So, maybe it's on the last pass now, I'm not sure. Ah, Colin, how are you, mate? Nice to see you. Today I'm destroying some plastic material in the pursuit of trying to make things work. My first time testing this material, and I'm having limited success. Oh, it's done. Okay, let's have a look. So you can just see just almost cracked all the way through. It's quite brittle, it cracks. Whoop, very easily. That top and bottom edge are not great. Like the different axes seem to have different results at the moment. So when the laser's traveling across from left to right, it's leaving like these little jagged edges, and then from up and down it's beautiful and smooth. So I wonder if that has something to do with my belts or what. Okay. I'm gonna take the protective film off. The edges are quite wobbly, if that makes sense. It's almost like it's melted rather than being etched. But again, this is very small scale. So I'm thinking now I'm going to do a bigger one, see how that looks with the settings that I like the most. So we're going to go up in size. And then we'll scale this whole thing up a little bit. Alright. Bring it down. Let's frame that. Probably too massive right now. I think what we'll do is go from the top. best use, but I guess I can use the other bit. Let's go with this. So I'm gonna do the engraving first. So which one do I like? 1, 2, or 3? I would say 2 in this case. So that means the number of passes 1. Max power was 90. And 20 speed. Let's go with that. Okay, so I'm just reading the comments now. The belt, I think, is kind of thing where you set and forget it, but it could be that they're brand new, and when I'm trying to tension them at the beginning, they've slacked off. I don't know. Lubrication, I really don't know. I don't know. And yeah, power is good, it seems like, in most cases when you're laser engraving. Like the attempts that I've had so far have been nothing short of bad, basically. But this attempt might look okay. And I can always finish the edges by sanding, so it's okay. I should find out more about maintenance for this machine as well. You're right, I think. Okie dokie, so that's the engraving. Let's try and cut it out now. This is gonna take a while, I guess. Let's see. 7 minutes. That's not too bad. How come? Alright. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Has the production value for you increased since you last saw me? I can't remember if I've done anything different in the stream since you last I saw you online. Thanks for that, man. Yeah, the wood thing is more, I guess, what I wanted to do in the first place. I'm waiting for another piece of equipment that's coming soon, which is called Air Assist, which blows air onto the piece, and it's supposed to help with cutting. Because I have one project idea to make like boxes, basically wooden boxes, which I want to make a dice set. So I'm gonna laser engrave dice and make like a laser engraved box for the dice to go into, like a kit. I've already got the wooden blank dice. I really want to make a set of metal dice as well when the forge is up and running again. But this stuff does stink, like when it's burning. It reminds me of design technology. That's exactly the smell that I remember. Like when you're cutting something, like this kind of material, cutting it with a saw, like a bandsaw, and then it's getting too hot and it gets all gummed up. That's what it smells like. And also with the live streaming, ideally I'd like to be streaming vertical at the same time as horizontal, but at the moment my internet can't connect, like can't handle more than one stream, because it's not possible to stream vertical and horizontal. And I think that horizontal is the way of the future and of now, in terms of we're always gonna have TVs, but then again, phones are so, like, that's where most people consume any kind of content. And I think on the YouTube Shorts there's like discoverability, like you can accidentally stumble upon a live stream like this, but in the landscape world, I think that's harder. Like, people need to know that you're streaming and then click on it, and it's more like deliberate action to get there. You don't really get discovered in that way. Yeah, the boxes are cool. Like, I was thinking, when I'm setting up my new forge, which is like my dream is to get a workshop / forge set up soon. I want to make all of my own like storage containers for screws and nuts and things like that. I think that would be really cool to, like, yeah, make everything custom, and you can have I can engrave what's in the box on the box as well. Yeah, I don't know. It's the whole vertical thing. Yeah, I don't know. I've been playing around with the different size of my webcam versus what you're seeing on screen as well. But this is quite fun. Like I said before, if I'm laser engraving, I'm on my laptop and I have to be close by. I have to see what's going on and manage it, so it's not that much extra work just to click broadcast when I have already got a mic set up and lighting that I need in here already set up. So obviously I can improve, like my webcam could be better quality and stuff like that, but it's not a priority right now. I just want to focus on the laser stuff first. Alex Steele is pretty awesome. I've seen quite a few of his videos as well. I think he went over to America at some point. I don't know if he's still there or not, but he's done everything. Like he's got his own anvil, like his own patent for an anvil, and yeah, I mean, that's really fucking cool. But I guess this is just my hobby, and I'm just sharing what I'm doing because I want to live in a world where people create stuff. So I think I've got to be one of those people. Like, the video is a creation, but also what I'm making in the video is a creation. So it's like double. Creation squared. Close to being done now, surely. There we go. Alright, let's have a look. Nice. The edges are all the way through. It's just the corners, like the angles, that have this jagged appearance. So I think that could be something to do with the machine itself. Some sort of, like I said, tension issue. It pops out of there nicely. Look at that. Clean hole. Not the best place for putting this thing. It could have used the space better, but there you go. Okay. Alright. Taking the plastic cover off. I think it's so much better when it's left on. I've been trying it with and without, and with is the way forward. I think it didn't turn out that bad at all. Quite cool, actually. It would be nice if I also included some like drill holes for the final product, what I'm going to make. So basically I'm prepping this material so I can make some building signs for the factory. That's my whole goal here. Yeah, trial and error, exactly. Exactly. I think you can't really learn anything if you're not failing. Doesn't seem possible. There is still a little bit of charring, just a tiny bit, where the hammer is in the center of the C. But all in all, not bad. Not bad. Alright. Let me try, because this would actually be quite a nice keyring, I reckon. I wish they made them with like the black on the front and the back, so it's like a sandwich. Try making like a little keyring. Let's try that. Not sure how big the hole needs to be, though. That doesn't seem important. Let's go a little bit smaller, though. So if I group this together, how big do I want it to be? The last one was 46 mil, and then the little ones I was making, those ones are more like 40. I think the 42 has got to be the answer here. Okay, let's go with 42. Okay. just needs to be added, undo, ungroup, and then the layer number 1. I've been thinking as well, you know, it'd be good to be able to switch between obviously the camera, the laser, and what I'm doing on my laptop, but that involves also switching the scenes in my streaming software, so there's a lot of extra clicks. I only have one laptop right now, but if I'm going to make a workshop, I would love to make a setup that has screens, you know, multiple screens, one for monitoring this, one for monitoring that, and like everything's set up and ready to go. And I just have materials on a rack, like ready to go, and the laser's ready to go, and I have my forge set up as well, so I can do forging videos. I think it'd be really fun, like a fun thing to do. Let's frame this up. Oh, it can't be that perfect on the first try, surely. Pretty much bang on, I would say. You could probably move. Let's just go for it, is it? Alright, let's go for it. Here we go. I've got one monitor anyway. Start slowly with everything and build your way up. There's so much equipment like in storage around me that I really want to just have out and use and function. I'm getting more and more interested in woodworking as well, and also leather work, because the laser can cut leather and engrave leather, so I think it would be really cool to make some wallets, or you know, I think wallets is the thing that I like the most with leather working, and of course sheaths for knives if I make knives as well. I would love to start making more of those blacksmith knives that I started making a couple of years ago now, because that's actually something that's unique. It's been like handmade, handle, like everything is forged into place, and it looks quite rugged, but it's very utilitarian. Yeah, leather, see, it's just so many things that you can do. Alright, so looks like we are ready to cut now. Let's go. Circle first. Let's hope it's big enough for a keyring. I think this edge might be a bit close to the other the other cut, but I guess it doesn't really matter. It's going to get sanded anyway. That circle looks quite suspect, but I can maybe use like what do you call it, countersink to clean the edges of that one. more confident in my settings now. So soon enough I'm gonna have to go to bed, but after that in the next couple of days I can start maybe getting the factory signs done, because I have the material now. I'm gonna go with the black with the white. I was wondering, should it be white with black letters or black with white letters, or a sign like contrast so that you can read it well. I just feel like black with white is just more contrast when it's outdoors. I have both options, so I'm quite interested how the other one looks like. But I don't want to like use it until I'm ready. Yeah, exactly. It's just that I only bought one board of the white one, so I don't want to use it if I'm already decided on another board. Materials are really expensive, that's the thing. Like I got these boards from the Netherlands because I haven't yet found a supplier in Finland that does something this specific. Probably there is plenty of them. I just don't know the right search terms to use. But this is also quite a very specific type of plastic that works with diode lasers, so it's quite niche. But I like it. It seems like it's going to last forever. It's very brittle though, but it feels strong. Like it feels like it will last. But brittle when it's thin. It's like solid when it's in this full format. It doesn't even bend. Brilliant. Just like one more pass and then we're done with this. Something with the music. how's that key ring hole doing? I don't know, man. It looks like a what the hell is it called? That thing that you put in the cup and it rises up. Or then it just like collapses in on itself. What the hell is that thing called? Bombay? Is it? I don't know. It kind of looks like one of them. I'm the only one you want. I'm the only one you want. Alright. Again, it's cut through perfectly on the horizontal. I'm starting to think the reason why it's jaggedy is because it requires movement from left to right by the head of the motor, whereas up and down it's kind of just like staying completely still, but it's on rollers that go back and forth. So it must be smoother, basically. Smoother ride. Okay, that popped out really easy. And the hole. Everyone wants to know about the hole. Nail, push it out. Yeah, nice. Actually, not bad, not bad. And now pull the. Oh no, maybe I'll leave the backing paper on and try a little bit of sandpaper to it. See how it does. I have a belt sander right there, but it's not set up because there's no space to do so. My laser takes up so much space, but it would be the right tool for this job. Get it nice and smooth. I have like a flat platen, which I've been using to sharpen knives and make knives. Creme brulee, exactly. Creme brulee. Exactly. Yeah, well that's what it looks clean though, kinda. Yeah, it's not very perfectly round actually. Looks big enough, anyway. Big enough. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look round. I don't know why that is. It looks like it's been melted through, which is technically true, I suppose. It looks like it's been melted through with a thick, round thing. Oh, laser. Okay, removing the protective film now. Alright. Not terrible. Not terrible. Oh. Your eyes take souls like dynamite. See, now it's a bit smaller. Some of the detail is gone. Look at that hole. That ain't round. But I wonder how this would stand up to a bunch of keys. Would it get? It'll definitely get scratched. That's for sure. I think the engraving is deep enough. Anyway, that's something I think I'm happy with those settings. The sanding went well, but I would prefer to do it on a manual on my belt sander, not manually. Definitely have to leave the backing film on. There's no doubt about that. That's the way forward. Yeah. Maybe better result than I expected, and I think I'll use this now as like a beta and see how the material works. Aye, Captain. Alright, I think, you know what? Like, you should always end on a good note, so I think that's it for me. But it was really cool to see you pop up again, Colin, man. I would like that you come on every stream so we can chat. But I gotta figure out a good way to notify people. I can just send you a message if you really want me to. You don't have to join every single time, but you know, I could send you a link just to let you know. There's also going to be times where I'm not, you know, I'm not going to be talking very much. I'm just going to have music and the laser going, which is not so interesting. But for me, that's a monitor, so I can also watch it when I can't be standing right in front of it, you know. So it has a practical reason. It's also quite cool to be able to see later on as well. Cool. Add the bell is a good one. Sounds good, bro. Thanks for joining. Love you very much. And to everyone else, thanks for watching. If you like this content, please subscribe and put the bell on just like Colin. And then you will know when I come online again. So ciao for now.